personality. Yes. You don't have a pencil? I have some extra pencils on my bookshelf. You just have to sharpen it. There's a handheld sharpener on the corner of my desk, so it's quiet, and the other ones don't work very well anymore. Okay, let's look. Note solving cube and cube root equations. Algebraically, you guys did this with square roots, so bookshelf, coffee cup. There you go. That's where the pencils are. Okay, so you did this with square roots. The only difference is, shh, give me my 5 minutes and you'll be really good at it. This is pretty easy. I think you guys are going to like it. So algebraically, our steps, we want to isolate the cubed expression. So we need to get this cubed expression in the parentheses by itself so we can get rid of it. So we follow PEMDAS backwards and we get rid of anything, we move anything away from it. So the first thing we look for is there any addition or subtraction that we can undo? The minus 12. We're going to add 12 to both sides. So that leaves me with 3x minus 8 cubed equals 64. Okay, so now I have my cubed expression all by itself. I have to undo cubed. How do you undo cubed? Cube root. Awesome. So we cube root both sides. And that cancels on this side. I'm left with 3x minus 8 equals the cubed root of 64. What's the cubed root of 64? You guys remember? 4. 4 times 4 times 4. Boom. Now I just keep solving for x. Add 8 to both sides. You get 3x equals 12. And divide by 3. X equals 4. And so what that means for your cubic is, if I type that in my calculator, it's going to have a root at 4. See it crossing at 4? That's what that tells me. I've solved for the solution 0, x-intercept, or root. Okay, and most of the time there's 1. Occasionally, when there's a squared term underneath or inside the parentheses or underneath a cubed root, like we'll look at some of those, it'll be a little bit different. But 99% of the time, if it's a true cubed or if it's a true cubed equation and it doesn't have anything weird like that, it's going to have 1 root. I don't know why that's being fussy. Is that what it is? Yeah. Stop it. There we go. All right. So they give us one more example, and this one has a fraction, so it'd be good to do one like that because sometimes you guys divide by a fraction. We don't want to divide by fractions. So if I follow PEMDAS backwards, first I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides. Now I have 1/4 times x minus 1 cubed equals negative 128. Okay, I don't want to divide by 1/4 because that's not a good thing to do. You'll, yes, you want to multiply. So we keep 1/4, we change divide to multiply, and we flip it. Keep, change, flip. So we're multiplying by the reciprocal, which just makes 1. What? Did somebody have a question? So if we multiply by 4 on that side, we have to multiply by 4 on this side. So y'all tell me, what's 4 times negative 128? Negative 512. Okay, so I'm left with x minus 1 cubed on this side. How do I get rid of cubed? I want to take the cubed root of both sides. And it's okay that I'm taking the cubed root of a negative number because I'm multiplying it by itself an odd number of times. So it could be negative. What's the cubed root of negative 512? Negative 8. 8 times 8 times 8 is 512. Careful, write that last step out because I have to add 1. But you're on the right track. You knew that we were going to do something with a 1. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. Okay? I'm kind of glad you said that because sometimes you guys, you are really good at math, so you'll do little things in your head like that, and then you just get your sign mixed up, and it makes you just close, but not exactly right. Let's look at solving cube roots. Will it stay? There we go. Solving cube roots. It's similar. I'd say it's probably a little easier because you don't have to take the cubed root, you're just cubing. Luis. Oh, you got it? Okay, good. Okay, we're all good again. What should we do first? We want to get that cubed root expression by itself. Subtract 8 from both sides. Good. So I have 5 times the cubed root of x plus 17 equals 15. Good. Divide by 5. Someone asked me earlier, he said, should I keep change flip and multiply by 1 over 5? It's kind of making it more complicated, but it's exactly the same thing, right? Because this really could be 1/5 on the bottom. So he was like, wow, that's cool. I never thought of it like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but with whole numbers, you usually don't think about that. All right, so I brought everything down. I divided my 15 by 5. So how do I get rid of cubed root? Cube it. Cube both sides. Cube the 3. What's 3 cubed? 27. Good. If you were thinking 9, be careful. And so now I just have to subtract 17. Good. And x equals 10. You got it. Okay. On your assignment today, do you guys have any questions over this? Yeah? You feel like it's pretty easy? Good.